What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Clash Royale video. Now today we're going to be taking a look at a really fun deck that I've been using a lot lately in the new double ELIXIR challenge. If we go ahead and check out my attack log, you might get a sneak peek of the deck, but first I want to show you guys how I've been doing in these challenges. The past 3 challenges that I've completed have all been 12 win challenges. Before that I got a 9 win. I don't even think these two were with the same deck. I started using it right here, and since then I got back to back 12 win victories. This right here is the deck that I use. You can see it has a Lavahound and a Balloon in it. I'll show you guys the deck on the actual card page sometime soon, but real quick I just want to show you guys how many 3 crowns this deck actually gets. There are quite a few of 2 crowns and 1 crown victories, but most of the time I can manage to pull out a 3 crown victory. I just finished going 12-1 in my previous double ELIXIR challenge, and I saved the chest for this recording, so we will be able to open up that in today's video. But first I want to talk to you guys really quick about this deck and tell you guys how to use it. Nothing really special about it. We got the Lavahound Balloon, Mega Minions, a lot of air troops in this deck, Fireball, Zap, Skeleton Army, and the Tombstone. The Skeleton Army and the Tombstone are both defensive cards, and of course you can also use the 2 minions as defensive units, and of course the Fireball and the Zap whenever you need it. But what I usually do is get my Lavahound down whenever I can. Considering the entire battle is double ELIXIR, you can really get off any push anytime you want. Put some minions or a Mega Minion behind it, sometimes both, and throw in my Balloon whenever it's ready. I save the Fireball for like 3 Musketeers or like a big group of Minion Horde or something like that. Sometimes the Zap would do the trick. Or one of my favorite things to do is Fireball, Zap, either an Ice Wizard, Mega Minion, or Musketeer shooting my Lavahound. The average cost is only 3.8, and as you guys can tell from my attack log, it does work out extremely well. I haven't used it too much in actual ladder matches. I'm currently at 4,400 trophies. It's honestly just a really fun double ELIXIR challenge deck. However, before we do go out and do a fresh challenge, let's go ahead and get this chest out of the way that contains 11,000 gold and 550 cards. I was expecting 11,000 gold, but instead we actually got some Wi-Fi bars out of this chest. Is this not the best chest opening ever? Okay, so after about a minute of trying to open up this chest, we are going to get a connection lost button right there. So let's go ahead and hope that we still have our chest, and hopefully it won't actually disappear on us. So here we are, just loading up the game right here, but it is taking quite a while. So I guess I'm just going to go ahead and cut back whenever my Wi-Fi decides to start working again. Alright, so my Wi-Fi is currently still shut down. I have no idea what happened to it, and it's still not up yet. So I'm just going to go ahead and record the rest of this video on my iPhone for now, since of course my iPad runs off Wi-Fi and I don't actually have a hotspot on my phone. So we're just going to go ahead and finish off the video on the iPhone. But luckily for us, our chest is still right here. The lag / loss of connection didn't affect our chest, and it's still ready to be opened. So let's go ahead and see if it works this time. Here we go, opening up the chest for 11,000 gold, which is really nice. A bunch of goblin huts right there, some ELIXIR collectors, ice spirits, 13 bomb towers followed by 13 mini P.E.K.K.A.s, 21 inferno towers, 221 bombers, 239 goblins, and we are going to get some epics for the last card. So unfortunately, no legendary out of the chest, and honestly I didn't get a single legendary out of any of my other 12 win chests either. So 3 12 win chests in a row and still no legendary card from this challenge. But I will go ahead and try out this challenge one last time, try to get up to 12 wins and do the first 3 battles with you guys in today's video. So out into the first battle, and yes, we are back on the iPad. For some reason my Wi-Fi came back on. I have no idea what happened to it, but the Wi-Fi is back on, so we are back on the iPad. And we do have our Lavahound in our starting hand. However, he just dropped down an Ice Golem Elite Barbarian push coming down my right lane, so I am really scared right now about this. I will drop down a Skeleton Army which he zaps and a Tombstone to try to distract these barbs, but unfortunately I do make it to my tower, and he also drops down a free spell while one is distracted on skeletons and the other drops my tower below 800 hit points right off the start. So that is obviously not ideal for the first 40 seconds of a battle. However, we did manage to make our balloon all the way to his tower. It does get off one shot, we'll get off another before it goes down, unfortunately not. However, we do drop that tower way below 1,000 hit points, and now we're basically about even. Okay, so here we go with another Lavahound push down the left lane. Hopefully he doesn't drop down another group of barbarians, but he will go ahead and do just that. And this time he also has a Hog Rider with him, so we have to defend this Hog Rider and those elite barbs. However, the Skeleton Army and the Minion Horde actually do just that and defend that push entirely. So now our tower is only sitting at 752 hit points, and we now have another push coming down this guy's left lane with the Balloon and Lavahound on the tower. I'm going to go ahead and zap Fireball his Musketeer, and the Balloon takes out that left lane tower for the 1 crown. Lava Pups go ahead and pick off that Mega Minion. Balloon does a little bit of damage to his King Tower, but instead of just going for the 3 crown right off the bat, this guy does have a pretty intimidating deck, so I'm going to play it a little bit slow and try to go for the right lane tower next instead. Let's drop down a Skeleton Army on these barbs as soon as he drops down that free spell and the zap right there. Ice Golem made it to our tower and dropped it down to 560 hit points, however none of his other troops did. So here we go with another Lavahound Balloon push down his right lane. I'm going to go ahead and zap Fireball his Musketeer and that Mega Minion right there to keep them off of my Balloon, and go some minions and another Mega Minion as my troops take down that right lane tower and advance towards the King Tower for the 3 crown victory. He's trying his hardest to get at least 1 crown before the battle ends, but our troops made it to his king tower and took it out extremely quick. There we have it, the first battle of the video with this deck, and yet again another 3 crown. However, we are now jumping straight into the next battle against XZ Christo ZX from Omega Squad. He's going to start things off by dropping down a tombstone between his towers, and like usual, I'm going to drop down my Lavahound going down his left lane. But this guy is also rocking a balloon deck, and luckily he didn't place down a tank in front of it, so my minions go ahead and take it out right there. Now I have my balloon behind my Lavahound, and my Mega Minion taking out his. Let's go ahead and zap all these skeletons right here and go ahead and fireball all of these minions. The balloon is on the tower with full health as the Lavahound explodes. The balloon will get off at least another shot right here. And there goes the balloon finishing off that tower already. So about a minute into the battle, we already have this guy's left lane tower, and he has barely touched our right lane tower. So let's now go for a push down his right lane and try to defend the exact same push over here on the left lane. It looks like his balloon might actually make it all the way to my tower, and over here on the right I need to send in another balloon on that side. It looks like his balloon does make it to my tower. However, I also have one of my balloons going towards his tower right now. Everything is currently locked onto that Lavahound, but it will go ahead and blow up. Will the balloon get off one shot? Please get off one shot, dropping it down to 1,000 hit points. However, he did manage to make it to my tower with his balloon and drop it to 294 hit points. So Lavahound on Lavahound action down this right lane. Let's go ahead and fireball that Mega Minion as well as zap those right there. Fireball zap finishes off the Mega Minion and of course those other minions as well. Everything is locked onto this Lavahound, so down goes a Mega Minion in the middle of his base to finish off that tombstone. Lavahound makes it to the tower and now it blows up, exploding all of those lava pups. I'm not too worried right here. We only have a minute left in the battle and my towers are looking pretty solid. He's going to send in another balloon with no tank whatsoever, so let's go ahead and pull that over here with my tombstone. Drop down my balloon to cycle to my minions, which will go ahead and finish off his balloon. My Mega Minion to finish off his so it doesn't lock onto my balloon and do any damage. He does have a tombstone distracting all my troops, and the balloon is actually going to go ahead and get in front of the Lavahound, allowing the king tower to lock itself onto that. But we do go ahead and finish off the right lane tower, and now I have 2 Lavahounds going towards his king tower as well as the balloon getting off a shot in there too. Lava pup, skeletons, Lavahound all in the king tower right here. Let's go ahead and throw in a fireball in there as well. Finish off some of those minions, try to get that 3 crown before the battle ends. It is extremely close to going down. Only about 500 more hit points for the 3 crown, but we are running out of time and the battle is going to end. So there is another win for us. Should have been another 3 crown, but unfortunately we didn't have enough time to finish off that tower. The balloon was right there on the king tower, and all I needed was 2 more seconds, but I'm going to go ahead and take that victory anyway. Back-to-back victories, now putting us at 2-0 in this double elixir challenge. Let's go out into one last battle and see if we can get another victory, maybe even another 3 crown using this deck against Renegade TFG from Extreme LOL. Unfortunately, we don't have a Lavahound in our starting hand, so to start things off, I'm going to go ahead and drop down a tombstone in between my towers for now. Lavahound is up next, so I can also go ahead and drop down some minions, which I'll do it in the left lane, considering he just dropped down a giant in the right lane and I don't want to defend against that right now. Throw down a Lavahound and a Mega Minion in behind. He will drop down an Ice Golem as a distraction. Let's go ahead and fireball zap all those 3 musketeers right there, allowing my Mega Minion to make it to his tower and hopefully lock on. His Mega Minion will go ahead and take out mine, but not before we drop it down below 1400 hit points. The Lavahound's going to go ahead and blow up, releasing all those pups who hopefully do some damage to that tower. Let's distract his giant and this musketeer with a skeleton army right here and maybe get down my Mega Minion to finish off his. He tried to zap but missed most of my skeletons, so they will go ahead and finish off his giant. And now let's send in a balloon behind my Lavahound going down this right lane as my Mega Minion in the left finishes off his musketeer. So here we go, minions in behind the balloon. His Mega Minion is still locked onto my Lavahound and not my balloon, allowing it to make it to the tower and hopefully take it out right here. So there we have it, the right lane tower is ours, and now we're going to go ahead and try to finish off this left lane tower, currently only at 1042 hit points. Gonna save up for my zap right here to fireball zap all these troops, finish off the musketeer and the Mega Minion, as well as take out the left lane tower. He's gonna go ahead and try to send in a desperate 3 musketeers in an attempt to take my right lane tower. I just noticed this, but he has not yet touched either one of my towers. We already have both of his and his king tower at about half hit points. Let's just go ahead and fireball that musketeer as well as the ice golem right here, try to take out most of those, as well as drop down a Lavahound in front of all these troops, allowing them to make it to the king tower. In goes the skeleton army because why not? Let's also get our zap ready for these musketeers over here. Everything right now looks like it's going to be locked onto the tower, but he does zap our skeleton army, and now it's only the Lavahound over there. We have 25 seconds to make it to this king tower. Can we do it? Let's go ahead and fireball these musketeers right here and send in our balloon as soon as all of these troops cross that bridge. We will go ahead and distract my balloon with that tombstone, and I have totally ignored all of these troops over here on my towers because we only have 5 seconds left. Our balloon made it to his tower. Can we get the 3 crown? There we go. In the final second, our balloon came in clutch and took out the king tower for the 3 crown victory. Didn't think we were actually going to get that 3 crown. I figured we'd run out of time, but luckily our balloon made it all the way over there and dropped the final bomb. There was yet again another victory with this Lavahound Balloon deck in the Double Elixir Challenge. If you're interested to see if I get my 4th 12-win challenge in a row, go ahead and follow me on Twitter. I'll most likely announce it on there. However, the Double Elixir Challenge is still going on for another day and a half, so if you guys would like to go ahead and try out this deck, the only legendary in it is the Lavahound, which of course you definitely need. Maybe you can replace it with a golem or a giant if you don't have it, but for me, this exact deck is working out extremely well and I keep getting a bunch of 12-win challenges. So if you enjoyed today's video and this awesome Lavahound Balloon deck, make sure you go ahead and smash that like button down below. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for more Clash Royale content. That's all I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.